The story of whole time-based arts is one of the first you hear, and it is totally inspirational. Because this extraordinary organisation produced such extraordinary art, you walk into a city that is already giving you permission to be brave and bold and unusual, because they've leapt over barriers far before you did.
The sense that I get from Hull is that there's a great openness to it all, an enthusiasm, everything's well attended.
It's not my business what people watch, I think. I want to do the work that I make. I need to make the work that I make. If no one was in a room, I would still do that somewhere. I did things of that nature before being publicly regarded as an artist.
Performance art is the carrying out of artworks, not in a concrete fashion, but live bodies. So you carry out the performance with yourself, and this is like any other performance of musical instrument or anything of that sort.
So if you're going to build it today, maybe build it tomorrow as well.
Well, hopefully more stuff will come down.
Yeah, and then Sunday just take it all to the tip. So if I was to salvage anything, when would be a good
I'll meet you on Sunday and we'll just get all the bits that you want.
Narrative work, in whatever form, will have a predetermined effect on the audience. On the one hand, people are alienated and excluded, but the alienation is really from the mainstream. There's complete alienation from how it's produced, how it's funded, what's going on, what it's doing to you. The stuff which perhaps people don't understand and they walk out of, they are at least having a reaction to it that's a real one, and not one that's been determined by the maker. If you've not been exposed to stuff, then it's completely alien territory. You don't know how to deal with it, and chances are that you might walk out. I think you have a right to walk out on something you don't like, but you've got to have it there in order to walk out of.
Dance with any man, as I did in days of yore. The walnut I love to wear, with
Can I help?
father wore.
Would you like a bag with that?
You can call me Mr. Foster or Sir.
Can I help?
Between local people, but also the network of networks with other artists, in the city, across the UK and internationally, is absolutely key.
Coming into these areas of different sort of people, it might be a black poor neighbourhood, and you've got a white gallery coming in and saying, what's this to do with us?
This sort of practice, people get it now, so they can be commissioning it, they can be running it. It's very nice.
A number of art spaces, I won't name them, but who might have financial difficulties and who the university has stepped in to say, kind of liked the possibility of the real estate that was there, and made them more or less departments of their universities, which is great because it makes the organisational sustainable. But if there's a change at the top, it's
responsibility about why you're making the work, and sometimes things are very timely. Like you are responding to a moment, you're responding to a need, but those needs do change. And sometimes I think we get so focused on this has to have the next 15 years mapped out.
I'm sick and tired of hearing things from paranoid, neurotic, psychotic, pig-headed politicians. All I want is the truth.
This is track number 2. Danger! Oh, what agony to be a Ferris wheel that never turns. Just stands there, rusting in the radioactive fallout zone. That is Chernobyl.
I love the smell of it. Yeah, the smell.
I love watching a hands.
When she moved that to the side. It's the burn, like the smell though.
Oh, it's okay.
The voice was sensuous, called a strange perfume. We're not looking at that strange music.
The main idea is to make the feelings like a ritual. It comes out in one way or another. You must find a way with whatever text I choose for the performance as a vehicle. The vehicle to open myself through the text to my feelings.
Look at that. No actual physical labour. Couldn't have been better, really. Do you think we should try and get the cast together to make a documentary feature? Should we do that, yeah? Okay, let's do that. That's another chapter. You have to do it though, don't you? Someone had to do it. Yeah, and we got the right people to help us do it. And everyone seems to enjoy it. Loads of people, and it was well attended, and there were a lot of people too. And obviously, putting the money into getting the weather right was worth it.